Hey, 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 it's Rena Jadov here with Dr. Joel Kahn on February 1st, celebrating Women's Heart Health Day. Welcome, Dr. Joel.
Thank you. Go red for women. You're in red. I'm in red.
That's right. We are wearing red to support our love for women. Why? Because heart disease actually is the #1 killer of women. It's more than all forms of cancer combined, which is shocking. I always thought heart disease was a man's problem. Mine was to worry about breast cancer. Turns out it's not true. Dr. Joel, what are the statistics?
Yeah, it's shocking to so many women still, even though when I was in medical school decades ago, every picture of a heart attack was a man clutching his chest, when in fact we know that men and women are all fair game for bypass, stent, heart attack, stroke, blood pressure, cholesterol, congestive heart failure. And shockingly, there's about 2,000 deaths a day in the United States due to heart disease.
My
Best
God.
estimates, men and women, is it's 80% of those could be preventable by teaching over and over and over early detection, prevention, and really focusing on it's not genes, they're there, but it's lifestyle. And the decisions you make today on Go Red for Women Day, fitness, food, sleep, stress management, and day after day after day will overcome any genetic load your parents may have given you for sure. That's the hopeful news.
Absolutely. So we need to stop saying, well, my mom had it, my dad had it. It is, let's stop blaming our poor parents and their parents. Let's take responsibility for the fact that our health is in our hands and it's completely up to us how long we live. So with that said, Dr. Joel, what are your top tips? What can women start doing right now as of today to make sure that their heart stays healthy?
Yeah, well, what's really cool is we're learning more and more over and over. The lifestyle measures, reasonable, attainable, that dramatically lower your risk of heart disease, are very much the same overlap of what's going to lower your risk of cancer, are very much the same going to lower your risk of brain disease, and even managing your weight and having glowing, beautiful skin. They actually are overlapping. So Harvard School of Public Health has been tracking nurses across the United States for over 30 years. They published just in the last 6 months, if you'll do 5 things, you can drop your risk of everything I mentioned dramatically and live for a woman an extra 14 years. What are those 5 things right now? Don't smoke. Okay, everybody gets it, but 15% of people still smoke. In millennials, in women, it's over 25%.
And
Don't
I'm going
smoke.
to pause you right there. Vaping is as bad as smoking, am I right?
Yeah, it's proven to be the most effective way to get off cigarettes, but don't stop at vaping. Use it as a short-term bridge to not using any sort of device like that. I agree. And the flavored vaping is really just putting your mouth, in a chemical factory without a doubt. So don't smoke. Number 2, fitness, and that's just defined as 30 minutes of activity a day. Although we are learning. I'm standing as I'm talking to you. 5, 10 minutes an hour, 5 minutes, half an hour, water cooler, take a phone call, standing desk. So fitness is number 2. Number 3 is our favorite. Eat more than 5 servings a day of fruits and vegetables, whole grains and legumes, peas, beans, lentils. Some white-haired Santa Claus-looking doctor is teaching people that peas, beans, and lentils are dangerous. That is not accurate. And women, eat your peas, beans, and lentils whenever you can. Whole grains are absolutely good if you don't have that unusual disease called celiac. Number 4 is to actually keep your body at a thin weight. This is the tough one, defined by Harvard as 18 to 25 on what's called the BMI, body mass index, but basically work hard to maintain a relatively healthy body weight. And the last one is actually enjoy alcohol responsibly but limited, less than 5 drinks a week. It's not 0, although there may be a gradient and there may be a balance, but clearly heart disease risk goes down, which means overall health risk improves with a little bit of libation and socialization and social support. So just do those 5 things and you'll lower your risk of heart disease dramatically, cancer dramatically, brain disease. The end result, according to Harvard, is 14 extra years of life versus ignoring that simple list of 5. Go red for women. Do it today.
Sounds like a great idea. What tests can women do if they're worried about, do I already have some heart health issues? Because a lot of us don't really experience any symptoms. So A, what tests can we do? And then B, maybe symptoms too. Maybe there's some new symptom you can point us to.
Yeah, well, as members of the boot camp know, I've written a number of books, one of which is called Dead Execs Don't Get Bonuses. It's a genderless book. There are many female executives like you, Rena, and the book applies to either, but we talk about a few extra blood tests, know what your inflammation is, C-reactive protein, know a couple extra kinds of cholesterol, your lipoprotein A, know your homocysteine. So get a little better blood work than average, all well within the budget and the insurance format. Number two, look at your arteries directly. Your doctor's stethoscope, an electrocardiogram, even a stress test, which is not part of the standard physical. Do not directly look at the heart. A mammogram looks at the breast. A colonoscopy looks at the colon. We ignore the number one killer of men and women through direct examination. There's a CAT scan of the heart you can do once in your life for about $100, coronary artery calcium CT scan. And in my clinic in Detroit, we do an ultrasound that involves no radiation called the CIMT, but we're looking directly at arteries and we're telling a 45-year-old woman or a 58-year-old woman, hey, your arteries are 10 years younger than your birth date, hallelujah, everything you've worked hard on and your genetics are working. Or we tell that woman that she's 10 years older than her birth date, and here's a plan based on healthy lifestyle, and then some of the extra tweaks that I do in a advanced preventive plan. It would be a really smart idea to walk into your next appointment with a list. Hi, Dr. Jones, Dr. Smith, can you please add to that lab test these 5 things I really want checked? I've been doing my research. Can you give me the prescription so I can go to Walnut Creek Hospital or University of California, San Francisco, or wherever you are and spend $100 on a heart CT? Be prepared, be proactive, because you're protecting your heart. And you really owe it to yourself to do these advanced, but yet very routine availability testing.
Now, one of the challenges we women have, and I think we always go, well, I'm too young for this, right? So tell everyone what age range should start worrying about heart health. At what point?
Really authentic answer is from about age 20 and up. If you are in Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, and I take an ultrasound on the neck of an average teenager, high school, college freshman, I'll find plaque already developing, signs that they're aging. So, that's not routine, but I see that in Michigan too. But you give me a 35 to 45-year-old woman, I'll identify already atherosclerosis in way too many. So the earlier you start, the better. For what I just talked about, a little premenopausal, maybe around age mid-40s would be a great time to get a handle on what are your lab tests pointing out to you, routine and advanced, and maybe a quick look at your arteries to see if this is all working for you. The routine kind of heart disease, hardening the arteries, really starts to accelerate after menopause, but it's developing in your late 30s, early 40s.
Last question. One of the reasons most people don't want to get tested, Dr. Joel, and that used to be me as well, is because we're so scared of the answer and then we don't know what's going to come after. So let's preempt that conversation. So let's say you get tested and the answers are, oh my God, it looks terrible. You've got hardening arteries. What can they do? First of all, it's clearly not a death sentence. It's the perfect time to start fixing your heart health. Dr. Joel, what can someone do if they've already got some issues identified?
Yeah, when we're talking particularly atherosclerosis, hardening artery, it is a reversible problem. You may not reverse it to when you were 18, but you can reverse blockage. You can reverse artery damage. It makes common sense. If your diet wasn't great, if your stress was high, if you skipped the gym, if you slept poorly, and now you have hardening your arteries, you actually just have to play the program backwards and put pieces of the lifestyle in. You may have to work pretty hard at it. There are some natural supplements that the science says can help and facilitate this. But the good news is I routinely see women that come back a year later and their repeat testing says they're age-wise 10 years younger in their artery age, 15 years younger. The arteries actually respond very quickly. And don't wait till you have the disease, like you said. February 1 is a great day after commitment January, where everybody had more energy to go to the gym and eat bigger salads and smaller French fries. We got the Super Bowl coming up. Be careful with, the wingdings. Maybe eat ahead of time a big salad or the celery and the carrot sticks. But yeah, heart disease is reversible. That is the beautiful reality of the human body.
You mentioned supplements. What's your one supplement that you would recommend all women take for heart health?
I guess if I had to pick a single one out, I'd actually pick magnesium. Magnesium, a mineral from the ground, is very disappearing in our food chain. But if you have PMS or migraines or skip beats or racy beats or blood pressure or poor sleep, one single supplement can often correct 5, 6 fairly important, health issues.
So if you're listening to this, check out Dr. Joel's Heart Health Bootcamp. It's on healthbootcamps.com. If you're watching this on a site somewhere, I'm sure there's a link to it. Please check it out. One of the easiest ways that you can get back into great health is to do the bootcamp. It's online, it's virtual. You don't need to leave your home. Your meals are designed for you, your workouts, your supplements, and Dr. Joel has so many great videos in there that are going to help guide you. So again, this great month of heart health, join the Heart Health Bootcamp, share it with your loved ones, your moms, your sisters, and stay smiling.